Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
All right, so today we got some interesting news on Mandalorian Season 4. We had two of our actors, now that the strike is over, that are kind of suggesting that they're ready to get back to work. We're ramping up. We are moving forward. But probably not right away.
Wasn't it originally going to be filming by now?
It was supposed
Season
to start,
4?
I thought, in October.
Yeah,
was
that sounds
what
right.
the big rumor was, that they was going to start filming in October. Because remember, how many times did we hear Favreau say it was already written?
Yeah, he talked about that like years ago, it feels like at this point, that he was like way ahead on the writing.
But now that the actors are back to work, Katie Sackhoff, our Bo-Katan, posted on social media a picture of herself wearing her Bo-Katan wig, saying that she's kind of ready to come back for another season. She's ready to put her wig back on and get back to work.
Well, she is the star of the show, so...
There was a lot of rumor going around that Mando isn't even going to be in the next season, that they've pretty much converted and that they gave him like a soft ending.
They did give him something that could be construed as an ending if you wanted
They
it
did,
to
and they
be,
could
yeah.
be just saving him to come back for the Mandoverse movie or whatever.
Yeah,
and
he's taking a break now.
they could, but I don't believe it because of Brendan Wayne, my hero.
Well, he would he'd lose his job. Well, he could be the pilot that was in Ahsoka, I guess. Still,
No, he's better than that.
What?
He's Mando.
What do you mean he's better
He's
than that? That's
Mando's
his character now.
He's Mando's swag.
Well, I know,
All
but
of
you know,
Mando's swag is his.
all I'm saying is if Pedro doesn't come back, if Mando isn't in season 4, he has a character, like a real character, other than just somebody else's character that he fills in for
true.
50% of the time. With Lateef Crowder filling in the other 50% because Pedro's not on set.
No, he gets the slim.
Yes.
I'm somewhat involved.
Yes. Anyway,
But on Tuesday, Brendan Wayne, one of the two stunt doubles who plays Mando, posted a picture of the soccer team he coaches with the caption, "Only one thing is more exciting to me than the strike being over, or season 4 of Mando getting ramped up, and that is season 2 of Coach Mando and the Lady Lancers." So he's kind of hinting that he's excited strike is over, season 4 of Mando getting ramped up. That tells me that he's going to be in it.
well, yeah, right.
That Mando isn't done.
Well, he could always play something else too, not just the pilot that we saw in Ahsoka, but he is a stuntman. He could have other duties, right? But we're assuming
We're assuming Mando's coming back. I mean,
How much
they
do you think
can't
Mando
go
comes
on.
back? I mean,
We'll see.
do you think they kind of course correct after season 3? I mean, do you
think that they should.
do you think Favreau has taken this extra time, despite there being a writer's strike, to sit down and go, where is the focus of the show
There's
supposed
nothing
to
saying
be,
he
or should
couldn't
it go?
read and brainstorm and just start writing
Sure.
now.
As I've said before,
Rules.
just because there is a strike doesn't mean you can't sit down and write some notes or fix a script or whatever you do, right?
But being realistic,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to start filming till February at this point.
No, I don't. I mean, you
They're
can't
going
just...
to the holidays, so
Yeah.
there's going to be a little bit of a lull for that. Then they have to finish the casting and bringing people back together.
Yeah, it's going to
Stuff
take
that they
time.
would have gotten done during the strike is now starting.
Yeah, so we're looking, what, 2 years minimum till we see
I think
season
it's
4?
2025.
Yeah.
That's my guess. There was a really weird article that came out by the Bespin Bullet recently that was hinting that Mando was not going to be in the season, or that Pedro Pascal would not be coming back.
Wow, that wouldn't surprise anybody,
It
would
was
it?
it was a clickbait article. It was kind
Okay.
of some misinformation on the headline to get you to click in. Oh,
No.
Pedro Pascal will
I've-
not be in Mando season 4.
I've never seen an article or a video that would do something like that.
Yeah, no, never. But no, he is going to be back. He's going to just be sound staging like he did for season 3.
Yeah.
He's got to finish shooting Gladiator 2.
Wait, what? There's a sequel to Gladiator?
I guess so.
Like the 20-year-old film we're talking about?
Yeah. And he's been, of course...
I like how dismissive you are of that.
I've
Like,
never
I've
seen
never seen it.
Gladiator,
I don't
so-
care about that yet. Okay.
And he's also working on shooting The Last of Us season 2. So he'll be spending some time in the Canadian wilderness.
That sounds like fun. But not really.
So I'm agreeing that yes, he won't be returning in one way because he won't physically be there, but he'll be at a soundstage somewhere recording his lines.
Yeah, which is what he did for season 3. We don't... I mean, have they confirmed he was, like, never on set for season 3?
They did not confirm it, but I don't see many set pictures, just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, the helmet doesn't come off at all, so...
Which is kind of good.
Is it... What do you mean, good?
I want him to keep the helmet on.
I kind of
I
think
think
that's a weird rule. I really think that the whole point of the season was like those two sides to come together and realize like certain traditions they follow don't need to be followed, including the helmet thing.
Well, there's nothing saying that maybe it's not like a hard, fast rule that they need to follow it. Maybe they prefer it. Maybe there's something they're used to.
Who in the world or galaxy would prefer to keep your
What
helmet on?
if you were an ugly Mando, but you were like the best Mando?
Pedro Pascal is not an ugly Mando.
Listen.
Yeah.
Like, what if you were an ugly Mandalorian, and you knew you were an ugly Mandalorian because you've seen yourself. Let's just say you know you're an ugly Mandalorian, but you were like the best Mandalorian. You're like the best with your guns,
then
the
people
best
should
with
get
the
over your
jetpack.
It's what's on the inside.
And all of them are like, oh, he's like the best Mando. But then if you took your helmet off, you're like, oh, it's like Clark Kent putting the glasses back on. And
come on, Clark Kent is still handsome. Like, I don't understand why. Like,
he's a little gangly, but whatever.
Well, jeez.
No, I'm just saying, maybe that would be an upsetting point for them. I don't know.
I get where you're going.
Plus, you're always ready for an ambush. You've got your like thermals and stuff on. You can probably check your emails on your helmet. It's
probably
great.
Yeah. You got a nice HUD at all
times.
Yeah.
Be like, so what's in the news today? I'm like scrolling through stuff on my helmet.
All I'm saying is
watching Netflix.
It wouldn't have surprised me if part of the idea of season 3 was to get the helmet off more on a regular basis, but Pedro's not there, so you alter the script. Mm-hmm. Because it really does seem like you've got these two sides, and what would be like really kind of showing that you're in support of each other. Like you took those helmets off and say, we're going to break some of our traditions. Them on. Well, sure, but if they choose to, certainly. But if they wanted to, let's come together as Mandalorians, not as certain factions per se. And, if you want to take your helmet off, take your helmet off. And Pedro takes it off, and, oh, look, he's actually really good looking. Surprise, surprise.
I don't know. I dig the Mandalorians with their helmets on. It's like when you go to the Judge Dredd movies and somebody, Sylvester Stallone, chooses to not wear my Judge Dredd helmet. And then you have Carl Urban, who's like, you know what?
He was a sport.
You leave the helmet on, and you know what? That movie was much preferred.
Oh, my God. It was so much better than the Stallone movie.
It was so good.
Yeah.
All with a helmet on.
Yeah.
It shows you the range, I think, of actors when you don't need to see their face to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Another fun piece of news I found. Ke Huy wants to join Star Wars. And if you don't know who I'm talking about Obi from Loki. I'm talking about Short Round from Indiana Jones. Yes. He says, I went up to Kathy, a big hug, and said, Kathy, please put me in the Star Wars universe.
How can she say no?
How can she say no?
I mean, she would remember him from the Short Round days, of course. So.
Oh my goodness, she would.
Yes. I mean, I have no issue with that. I thought he was really good.
He was very good in Loki.
Yeah.
And I think that there's definitely a place for him.
A quirky character for him. Or maybe like a dastardly villain. How about
what about the apprentice of Pelimoto?
Oh my God, no. I'd rather see him do something more serious. Now that I think about it.
He could pull serious.
Do the quirky,
he's fantastic. I mean, he's done so much.
Oh, yeah, he has, yes. Let's be real. He hasn't just been Short Round and yes, Ouroboros, yes.
Yeah, he's had multiple roles in his life, and I would love to see him in Star Wars, no matter what capacity. They don't need to make him a quirky, funny. They could make him anything, and he'd probably shine.
No, I agree. I'm for that.
Imperial Short Round. Grand Moff Short Round.
Grand Moff Short Round. Sure, why not?
Why not?
Probably wouldn't be his name, but yeah.
Well, if they wanted to make him a quirky alien, it'd probably be like Shorta Round.
Round Day or something, yeah.
Round Day.
Oh, God.
Sphere.
No. Just no.
Oh, no, they'd make him into a quirky alien, I think before they made him into somebody serious.
I think he'd be a quirky alien or a voice of a droid. It could be another
an engineer or something.
Yes. Something.
He'd have some interesting role.
Let's put him in there. One way or another. I don't care what he is. Put him in there. That's fine.
Put him in there.
Make it happen.
Call him in. Make it happen. Let's do it. I'm all for it.
Let me get Kathy on the phone. She would gladly take...
Put him in Star Wars.
She'd gladly take my call, I think.
You think?
No,
I wouldn't even take your call.
You don't ever... Well, I don't ever call you, so...
That's because I'm at work when I'm not around you most of the time.
Yes.
I don't think I have any more Star Wars news today.
Okay, you got anything else? Anything, tidbits of fun?
Tidbits of fun. We turned our Christmas lights on yesterday.
No, I meant in the world of entertainment. Now you outed us as being those people.
I was tired of coming home in the dark I get home, it's like 5:30. I'm like, why is it so dark?
Now it's Christmas when you come
You'd
home.
think somebody would turn the outside lights on for me, but they don't.
Huh.
So I
Who
have to
would do
come home
that?
in complete darkness.
Yeah, and it's dark around here.
There's
yeah.
like not street lights
There's no
by us.
street
No.
lights. There's
I have to come home in
nothing.
complete
It is
darkness.
dark.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm turning on the Christmas lights. I am tired of it. Besides, we're a week away from Thanksgiving. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
I agree.
But that wasn't the news you were looking for.
No, I thought you might go into any other new. Like there were some trailers like yesterday, weren't there? Like Madam Web.
Yeah,
and,
Madam Web
What
and
If?
season 2 of What If.
I mean, not Star Wars.
I mean,
but
Madam Web, how could you get past the part where she looked at the camera and said, "It's webbing time"?
how did I know you were going to go there? It looked interesting.
Sorry, I am a huge proponent of the Spider-Verse, the Spider-Man,
You love
everything. I love
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
yes.
One of my favorite Spider-Women, though, is Jessica Drew. I actually really like... Jessica Drew's not in this.
Not
She
that
has an
we
interesting
know.
power set that's a
Were they
little
making
different.
a Spider-Woman movie? Or am I crazy? Or a show?
They're probably making everything at this point.
Well, I mean,
don't
I know Sony is going to just
What
make
the,
every...
Why make a Spider-Woman movie when they put 4 Spider-Women into a show?
Exactly.
Well, they, a Madam Web, 2 Spider-Women, and a Spider-Girl.
Yeah, that's a lot of spider.
Oh, and an anti-Spider-Man. Ezekiel. Sorry. If you know, you know, I guess.
Well, I guess, or if you've seen the trailer, you kind of know now too.
Yeah.
I don't know, it looked like Morbin time. It could go either way, right?
It's
Venom
gonna be-
or Morbus. Morbus?
Morbus?
Morbus.
No, we're gonna have our own Razzies amongst just Sony movies.
The Sony
Because-
Spider-Verse or Venomverse, yeah.
Because next year for Sony, their Spider slate, that's what I'm calling
The
it,
Spidey slate, yes.
starts out with Madam Web,
We got Kraven
moves
too.
into Craven,
Venom
and
3.
Venom
it's a
3.
busy, they got more than the MCU does.
They do, but will one movie make anywhere near the
If you
amount
add
of
all
money?
the good in those 3, will it equal the good in...
Yeah.
What's this? It's Deadpool 3. Oh, good luck. That
Deadpool
should be
3?
fun. Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds.
I don't think their 3 movies
Good
are going to
luck.
outdo that one.
No, I think they could have a movie every month and not be... If you add up all the goodness.
Sorry, Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it's Deadpool. It's Hugh Jackman.
it's
Ryan
Deadpool.
Reynolds. What else? I mean,
Plus,
plus
I
all
can't
the
get
weird
past,
rumors we've heard
Yeah,
about that.
I can't get past Dakota Fanning being
It's because you watched 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm not watching
I refrained from watching that.
50
and
Webs of Silk. Just call me Madam.
she can...
Madam Web.
My webbing is very
no.
strong. I can tie you up and do all sorts
No.
of things to you.
It's wrong. And that's the wrong side of things for her, too. Just saying.
Well,
you don't have to
she's
know.
advanced in levels.
No.
She graduated from being... I
the
don't know.
sub to the Dom? I don't think so. I don't,
Are we going there?
No.
That's it.
You're the one who
That's
went
it.
there.
We're not even going to talk about the What If trailer now. That's all we got for you this time. You ruined it. Now it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. And let's talk some Star Wars, some Madam Web, whatever you want to talk about. Leave it in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.